Hello everyone, good evening. I'm Shreya Dhoundial. As always, it is very good to see you. 12 hours from now, ladies and gentlemen, West Bengal votes in the second and final phase of what has been one of the most fiercely contested elections in recent times. The million-dollar question, of course, is, will phase 2 throw up the same record voting percentage we saw in phase 1? And ultimately, who the voter will pick, whether it's the TMC or the BJP. That, of course, is the main show. But today, the side show playing out ahead of phase 2 is what is making headlines. An encounter cop from Uttar Pradesh called UP ka Singham has landed in West Bengal as a police observer and, well, he has triggered a storm. What did he do? Ajay Pal Sharma showed up at a TMC candidate's residence and essentially threatened his family on camera. I'll show you that clip in just a bit. Question is, why did he do it? Well, because according to him, voters in the area were being intimidated by the TMC candidate and his supporters, Jahangir Khan. The video very quickly went viral and has sparked a full-blown war of words between the TMC and the BJP. Before we go ahead, take a quick look at the spark that lit the fire.
तो फिर उसकी खबर फिर अच्छे चलेंगे हम। ये जहांगीर के घर वाले भी खड़े हैं, उसको बता देना कायदे से। ये बार-बार जो खबरें आ रही हैं कि उसके लोग धमका रहे हैं, तो फिर अच्छे से खबर लेंगे। फिर बाद में रोना पछताना मत। तो फिर उसकी खबर फिर अच्छे चलेंगे हम। ये जहांगीर के घर वाले भी खड़े हैं, उसको बता देना कायदे से। ये बार-बार जो खबरें आ रही हैं कि उसके लोग धमका रहे हैं, तो फिर अच्छे से खबर लेंगे।
Ladies and gentlemen, with that, the silence of the silence period was shattered. There are two reasons for it. One, Ajay Pal Sharma, the cop you saw on your screens, is no ordinary cop. And Jahangir Khan is no ordinary candidate. Pal, just by the way, is a trained dentist. He is called UP Singham because he is the Yogi government's encounter man, the go-to man for encounters. He has some 500 encounters to his name. On the other hand, Jahangir Khan, the TMC candidate from Falta, is a local strongman known to be a close aide of Abhishek Banerjee. This is where things are getting interesting. Sharma says Khan was intimidating voters and this won't be tolerated. Khan, on the other hand, says if Sharma is Singham, he is Pushpa. The Babs have been accompanied with threats and a knock at the Calcutta High Court's door as well. That didn't go anywhere. The court dismissed the matter. So the TMC released sleazy videos allegedly showing UP Singham enjoying some, well, item numbers. And then came the threats. Listen in.
একটা অজয় পাল শর্মা উনি একটা পুলিশ অবজারভার, ওনার কোনো এখতিয়ার নেই, ইলেকশন কমিশনের কোনো রুলস নেই যে উনি ডাইরেক্ট সশরীরে উপস্থিত থেকে ধমকানো চমকানোর। ওনার যদি কিছু বলার থাকে উনি লোকাল এসপি, লোকাল আইসিকে উনি অর্ডার করতে পারে। উনি নিজে ডাইরেক্ট সশরীরে উপস্থিত থেকে ধমকাবে চমকাবে, এটা আমরা মেনে নেব না। উনি নিজেকে বলছে আমি সিংহম, উনি যদি নিজেকে সিংহম মনে করে, আমরাও মনে করি নিজেকে পুষ্পা, ঝুঁকেগা নি।
If you think by doing these illegal activities that after 4th of May you will go back to your state and you will be saved by your political masters, let me say this in no uncertain terms, we will find you. We will file an FIR against you. There will be a charge sheet filed against you, and we will drag you to the court of law where the strongest arm of the law will fall upon you.
Ladies and gentlemen, is voter intimidation a real thing in West Bengal? Of course it is. Bengal is the epicenter of political violence in India. Half of all poll-related deaths happen in Bengal, which is why we have an unprecedented 2.4 lakh central security personnel on the ground this time. Unprecedented, as I said. Ajay Pal Sharma, as a police observer, is part of that force. But question is, has he exceeded his brief or was he well within his rights to haul up a candidate for allegedly threatening voters? Well, Akhilesh Yadav from Uttar Pradesh, Samajwadi Party, says Pal has tarnished Uttar Pradesh's image and he should be sacked immediately by Yogi Adityanath. The TMC is calling Pal a BJP agent and, well, showing videos of the sleazy dance. The TMC is asking if this is the Paribartan that BJP wants to bring to Bengal. The BJP, on the other hand, The BJP says this is the TMC actually reacting out of fear of defeat and that the era of intimidation is now over. All right, ladies and gentlemen, some breaking news coming in. A police complaint has now been filed against Ajay Pal Sharma and Central Forces over alleged misconduct at Falta. It seems a woman has now accused personnel, including Pal, of barging into homes at night and assaulting women. The complaint has triggered serious questions, with authorities yet to respond to these allegations. And there is more breaking news coming in again from Falta, which seems to be where all the action today is as far as Bengal is concerned. Falta's BDO, Saurabh Hazra, has been transferred to Purulia now following allegations of non-cooperation with UP IAS officer Ajay Pal Sharma. This move, of course, coming amidst growing controversy over Pal's alleged threatening of a TMC candidate. Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, joining us on the broadcast. Dr. Vikram Singh, former DGP of Uttar Pradesh, with us on the show. Anirban Banerjee, not on the show with us so far. Hoping to see him soon. Spokesperson of the TMC. Faizan Kidwai is national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, joining us as well. Vikram Singh ji, I'm going to come to you first simply because you are you've been in the police forces for more than 40 years. You have possibly been an observer in many a polls. I want to ask you whether, according to you, what Ajay Pal Sharma did, essentially on camera, hauling up a TMC candidate's family because allegedly the TMC candidate and his supporters were intimidating voters, whether he crossed a red line or whether he was well within his rights to do what he did.
Good evening, Shreya and esteemed panelists. What Ajay Pal Sharma did was absolutely within the domain of his duty, and I don't think he transgressed the rule of law. If you do not go and warn the hooligans and those who have a track record of violence, then what are you there for? What are you there to observe? You're not there, pussycat, where have you been? I frightened a little mouse under the chair. You're not there for this purpose. You're there for a purpose. Until now, the Election Commission has not condemned or has not called for explanation. The High Court has refused to intervene. Therefore, lesser mortals like me have no business to say that Ajay Pal Sharma has exceeded his reach. To the contrary, I feel the acrimonious and the vitriolic atmosphere that exists in West Bengal requires that those who take the law in their hands need to be told, and also their support system also, that there will be consequences if you transgress the rule of law. And this is exactly what Ajay Pal Sharma did. You're not supposed to sing ghazals and nazams there because you're not paid to do sweet nothings into the ear of hooligans. You're there for a purpose, and this is exactly what Ajay Pal Sharma did.
Dr. Singh, but speaking of ghazals, can I just put that video out, on our screens? Pura video to khair dikhane layak hai bhi nahi. So I'm having to blur it. But this is what the TMC has posted. They have essentially posted some, shady and sleazy videos of Ajay Pal. I mean, at least they are claiming this is Ajay Pal Sharma, the UP IAS officer, the UP Singham, enjoying some item numbers. I want to ask you, when the TMC says that, is this the kind of paribartan that the BJP wants to bring to Bengal? Do they have a point? If the officer has a record which is questionable, not just personally, but even otherwise in terms of the encounters that have happened in Uttar Pradesh under his watch, was he the right pick?
Shreya ji, we stay in Noida, and he was SSP in Noida. We know what kind of good reputation that he had, unimpeachable integrity. Well, there would be people for those, like a copycat who would not like a strict invigilator during the course of the examination. Likewise, weak candidates and criminal-minded candidates would not like to have an impartial and a strict observer. Therefore, they would like to have somebody who is supine, who's compliant, who's corrupt, which Ajay Pal Sharma is not. And this is where the problem arises, that those, and again, to the question of these sleazy videos, where are they coming from? It's like the pot calling the kettle black. I cannot go to that absolutely low level of Mahua Motra ji, the esteemed and the honorable member of parliament. Well, I have better things to say, but yes, I would say that one uses the words of politeness even in the declaration of war. Fair and lovely, Babua, what kind of language is this? I had expected a lot more from a member of parliament, and I'm very disappointed.
I'm surprised you are disappointed. Aap dekhe na parliament mein kya hota hai. Everyday taxpayers like Sanju and me are disappointed. Sanju, you're smiling. I don't know whether you should be smiling so much because the TMC spokesperson who's supposed to spar with you today has not showed up. Now, I'm wondering, it is 7:10, almost 7:10, and he's not come. So who will be taking the TMC's side? I certainly can't expect Faizan Kidwai of the Samajwadi Party to take his side. So I'm just going to ask my guest coordination to try and get in touch with the TMC. So at least we have the TMC spokesperson come and represent the party. But chaliye, you know, since we have heard one side, Faizan Kidwai, I'm going to come to you as we wait for the TMC spokesperson to join us, and then we can let Sanju have the floor. Faizan Kidwai, is what the IPS officer sitting on this panel saying incorrect? भाई अगर आपको कॉप भेजना है कहीं पे, Bengal has a history of violence. It's the epicenter of political violence. If you have to send a cop as an observer, you have to send a Kadak cop. Now the election commission has sent a Kadak cop. You have a problem with him?
No. First of all, good evening to you, Shreya. Good evening to you and to the fellow panelists. See, Shreya, you started, and everyone from Bharatiya Janata Party ecosystem is equating this
part of Bharatiya Janata Party ecosystem. ये गलत है.
I'm not saying aap. I'm saying when you started the show, you said what? Let me complete now, beat me. Don't break the thread of thought.
बोलिए.
So, I was saying that you guys are equating this gentleman with Singham. This is no Singham. He's no hero. I request the media to stop glorifying such stooges of the ruling party. These are lumpen elements who are living off the crumbs that are thrown by Bharatiya Janata Party towards them. They are no Singham, they are no Chulbul Pandey of cinematic world. See, Shreya, these are compromised people. They do a political hit job for Bharatiya Janata Party. They are hired mercenaries. They in Hindustan, the justice should come, and it does come from the Constitution of India, not from the holsters of these paid mercenaries. As far as Vikram Singh Saab is concerned, sir, you said this man has done nothing wrong. The threat which he has issued to the TMC leader, it is a criminal act under section 351 of BNS, and it is punishable for 2 years. You should know that, sir, first of all. And you were talking about the kind of remarks Mahua Mutra made, so I would draw your attention and I would request you to kindly tell me what your observations are. The Honorable Prime Minister calls the late Sunanda Pushkar 50 crore ki girlfriend. Sonia Gandhi was Congress ki vidwa, and TMC leader, the Chief Minister, was Didi or Didi. And even today when we hear the Honorable Home Minister, sir, madam, just let me complete this. When the Honorable Home Minister says, ulta latka denge, he issues a threat. This is a violation of Model Code of Conduct.
No, this is an IPS officer. Dekho, one may agree with his methods, one may not agree with his methods, but he is an IPS officer. You are calling him a hired gun of the BJP?
Yes, he is. He is a hired gun, I'll tell you. There are many more
Sanju can respond. Sanju, let Sanju respond, Faizan, I'll come back to you. Anirban, till then, I'll give you time to fix your camera if you wish. Because I think you are holding your camera, so in case you want to go off air and fix your camera, you can do that. I'll come back to you after that, once that's done. Go ahead, Sanju.
Thank you. You know, Shreya, I completely endorse what the ex-DGP of Uttar Pradesh, Dr. Vikram Singh, said a few minutes back. You know, look at the audacity of Mahua Moitra. And I'm not going to hold back my punches. Who's Mahua Moitra? She's the same lady who actually gave her parliamentary login and password to a businessman seated in Dubai. She is the same lady who sold her parliamentary login for a pair of Ferragamo heels and a bottle of Chanel perfume. And today, this Mahua Moitra has the audacity to lecture the CRPF, the CAPF, the CISF, addressing, Yogi Adityanath, Bada Fanta, Chota Fanta. I mean, Mahua Moitra has lowered the level of public discourse, and then she will cry victimhood when she is shown the mirror. Do you remember? I never believe in bringing somebody's personal equation into a political debate. But I have to say this very responsibly on your show, Shreya, a couple of weeks back. And I did not post anything on X about this because ek Lakshman Rekha hoti hai, jise paar nahi karna chahiye. There were some conversations about Mahua Moitra and Prashant Kishore. I did not partake of that. But there were social media handles affiliated to the BJP who did it. And what did Mahua Moitra do? She pressed charges against them. Some of them were picked up from their residences in Delhi and taken to Kolkata. You know, so the limited point is, yadi you cannot take the heat in the kitchen, do not enter the kitchen, because आज आपने शुरुआत की है अजय पाल के बारे में इतना सब कहकर, tomorrow if people again start bringing out your old chats with Prashant Kishore in the public domain, do not cry foul.
But the question is, Sanju, for the BJP today, that why is the BJP jumping? Why is, for example, the BJP's official handle posting the video of Ajay Pal Sharma warning the TMC candidate's family? If it had to be done and if it had to be said that, look, hum log kitne kadak, and an example is being said, the election commission could have done it or anyone else could have done it. Why did the BJP need to do it? Now, if the BJP is the one that is posting videos of this IPS officer going around hauling up, warning TMC candidates, then obviously he'll be called a BJP agent, na?
Can I please, Shreya? I don't understand. Election Commission, BJP agent. CRPF, BJP agent. Enforcement Directorate, BJP agent. 1 minute. CBI, BJP agent. I will tell you what the problem is. The problem is, even somebody as dim-witted as Mahua Moitra knows, 4 May, Mamta gayi. Mamta Banerjee's nephew, Abhishek Banerjee, ke khasam khas hai Jahangir Khan. Kidnapping, acid attacks, murders, sexual assault cases against women, सब में एक नाम आपको बार-बार लगातार आएगा, that is Jahangir Khan. Jahangir Khan is not an MLA or a politician. Jahangir Khan is the facade behind which TMC goons operate. Jahangir Khan is the facade behind which the likes of Abhishek Banerjee operate with brazen impunity. और आज इनको मिर्ची इस बात की लग गई कि अजय पाल शर्मा ने आखिरकार जहांगीर खान को आईना कैसे दिखाया. So Jahangir Khan is supposedly untouchable as per TMC, but Ajay Pal Sharma was doing his job.
Okay.
And if that means being called a BJP agent, so be it.
You should have also put in Dhurandhar, because the Bengal BJP, I don't know who's tweeted it, but someone from the BJP has tweeted that he was running a Lyari-like operation in in South 24 Pargana. So that is also something that's come in. Anirban, thank you very much. Your frame is now settled. Please go ahead and respond to what Sanju is saying. I want to ask you, where was the need to take the matter to the court? The court also dismissed it and said, kuch nahi, 29th ke baad dekhenge.
Don't you think that Sanju herself made it amply clear that this man is not a police officer, rather a cadre of the BJP working at the best of the BJP? The BJP people, the leaders, spokesperson, they are going gaga over the deployment of this person. Why? If this guy is such a brave heart, why don't you send him to Manipur? Manipur is literally burning for the last 2.5 years. Why don't you send this self-declared Singham to Manipur and get the state to calm down? You need peace more in Manipur than anywhere else in India right now. This person is no Singham, no brave heart, nothing. This person has got dozens of accusations against him. The video that has come up, dancing in a sleazy manner, a plot on a civil society. Is this person even fit for working in a society that we call a civil society? A guy who does not have a moral compass in his own personal life, he has come here to threaten our candidate.
There is a case pending as far as his personal life is concerned. There is some cash for posting, inquiry that had started against him, but he was exonerated. Chalo, jo bhi hai. Okay, for 1 minute, keep all of that aside. Help me understand this, and this is something that the IPS officer on this panel has brought up. First thing before you joined in. When a police observer is posted to a place where voters are complaining of intimidation, what is that police observer expected to do? Just because he has come from Lucknow, he is not expected to sing ghazals, no? He's supposed to go to the place where the person intimidating voters is, and he's supposed to warn them. Karoge to pachtaoge, right? This is his job. He's simply doing his job. And you're taking umbrage to a police officer doing his job. You can question his credentials. You can bring out the sleazy video and say if these are the kind of people who should be in the civil, in the IPS, etc. But bhai, for the moment, at least as far as the video is concerned, by the looks of it, he was only doing his job. Then why say you wait and watch? 4th May ke baad, we'll chase you to UP, FIR wahi lodge karenge, etc.
If this, according to you, is doing the job of a police personnel, then I am sorry to say that you are not aware of the job of a police personnel.
Well, I'm not aware, but Vikram Singh certainly is. And he spent 40 years in the police service.
Okay, let me complete. Now, if this is... Okay, just because somebody is in the police service does not mean that every act of a police officer is something according to the line of law. because what you are branding this person as encounter specialist, that is actually called extrajudicial killing. So now if you have come down to the stage that you are going to laud extrajudicial killings and then tell me that what he is doing is his job, then I'm sorry to say that is not what his job is supposed to be. Extrajudicial killings are something that cannot be tolerated in a society run by law. That is supposed to run by the rule of law. The Supreme Court itself has laid down in many judgments of itself that extrajudicial killing cannot be tolerated.
Correct. It should not be tolerated in any civilized society. I agree with you. There are many people who support it. I don't support it. But Anirban, what can also not be supported? Anirban, what can also not be supported is voter intimidation. And Bengal is famous for it. What cannot be tolerated is, violence during elections. Bengal is famous for it.
Okay, fine. You lodge an FIR, send a report to the election commission, do whatever you need to do according to the law. You think an officer going to a person, let's say the allegations are true. Let's say the allegations are true. A police officer going there and just threatening the candidate of a political party, threatening his family and then going back. As if this is a shooting of a film going on. You think this is something according to the law? Is this the law?
This cannot be a monologue.
Delivering dialogues after dialogues.
अच्छा ठीक है, नहीं डायलॉग तो आपकी तरफ से भी आ रहे हैं ना. वो शाहजहां खान ने क्या बोला, वो सिंघम है तो मैं पुष्पा हूँ, वो सब डायलॉग आपकी तरफ से भी आ रहे हैं. Now everyone is having fun on the story. हाँ संजू वर्मा बोलिए.
Thank you. Shreya, please. I heard the TMC. Can I speak? Shreya, I just want to say one thing. There is a man called Rajiv Kumar. For the longest time under the aegis of Mamata Banerjee, Rajiv Kumar was the DGP of West Bengal. Rajiv Kumar continues to be an accused in the Sarda scam. Rajiv Kumar refused to appear despite CBI summoning him repeatedly. Rajiv Kumar was recently nominated to the Rajya Sabha by Mamata Banerjee. Sarda scam ke accused DGP ko Mamata Banerjee ने राज्य सभा में सांसद बना दिया in a classic case of quid pro quo. You scratch my back, I will scratch yours. इसलिए टीएमसी के प्रवक्ता यहाँ पर बैठकर भारतीय जनता पार्टी को भाषण ना दे तो बेहतर रहेगा. But I will end by saying one thing. Do you remember who was the police commissioner when the horrific Arjikar rape and murder happened? It was a man called Runneth Over. Runneth Over defied every modicum of dignity and divulged the name of the Arjikar rape victim. And instead of removing him from office, Mamata Banerjee promoted him as IG of Special Task Force. Arjikar rape, Mamata Banerjee ne kya kiya? Hua to hua. That was her attitude. South Kolkata Law College rape, Mamata Banerjee said, hua to hua. Durgapur rape horror, Mamata Banerjee said, hua to hua. Jalpaiguri rape case, Mamata Banerjee said, hua to hua. Uttar Dinajpur rape case, Mamata Banerjee said, hua to hua. Arey hua to hua. Attitude rakhne wali Mamata Banerjee and Mahua Moitra, who have very little by way of credibility left. These are the last people who should be lecturing the BJP on
Anirban, nahi, abhi, wait a minute, before we go ahead, let me just tell you that there is now officially a complaint against Ajay Pal Sharma for even barging into homes in the middle of the night and intimidating women voters. Not intimidating them, the word used has been harassing, but we'll just wait for more details to emerge. Yes, Anirban, you wanted to come in very quickly. Huh? I don't have too much time now.
First of all, the two case references that Sanju Verma gets, she is so blissfully unaware of the facts. Both those cases were taken up by the CBI. The Sarda case has been running for 14 years now. What is the outcome? What is the outcome of the case, Sarda case, after 14 years of investigation by the CBI? And regarding RG Kaur, let me complete. Regarding RG Kaur, whatever the Kolkata police had found within 4 days of the incident, after more than 1.5 years, the CBI has only found that one person that was already arrested by the Kolkata police. What is the progress done by the CBI?
But there is a certain double standard now when the TMC calls Ajay Pal Sharma a hired gun of the BJP or a stool of the BJP. Mr. Faizan Kidwai, you are the one who said it. There is a double standard, and I think Sanju has exposed it.
No, Sanju Verma cannot expose anybody. She is giving lectures on propriety. It is kind of rich coming from somebody from Bharatiya Janata Party. As per ADR, it says BJP has the maximum number of BJP has maximum number of politicians who have serious criminal charges against women, 54. And ADR also says in the first phase of Bengal election, BJP has given tickets to 63% of people who have serious criminal charges. And you were saying nobody should intimidate the voters. See, this is what happened. This is not Bengal. This is Milkipur. When by-elections were happening, police were threatening the voters. They were not allowed to vote. So this is the character of Bharatiya Janata Party. So lectures coming from Bharatiya Janata Party are it's like laughable. You are in no position to lecture anybody else. And as far as this gentleman is concerned, he has his second wife has filed a case against him for criminal breach of trust, criminal conspiracy, disappearance of evidence, and such kind of an individual was handpicked by Narendra Modi. And you're talking about politicians who have dubious characters and a past. What about Hardeep Singh Puri? Why is he still part of your government? This man was in close association with Epstein. This man should have been chucked out, and our Honorable Prime Minister is also named there. He was singing and dancing on Epstein's Island. So this is the character of Bharatiya Janata Party.
Epstein's Island? Wow, this is the first time I've heard this. Aaj ek nayi kahani. This is the first time I've heard it.
In Israel, talking to Epstein, not Epstein's Island.
हाँ, तो ये देखिए उल्टी बातें मत बोलिए शो में.
नहीं उल्टी, अच्छा वो उल्टी बोल जाए तो कुछ नहीं. और ये तो इतने.
Sir, if something is factually wrong, Mr. Faizan, if something is factually wrong, we need to ensure that on the show itself, we say it's factually wrong, because then you will be asked to apologize.
I corrected myself.
Yeah, so we have corrected ourselves. You know, my last question, ab ho gaya sabka. My last question is to the person I started this show with. Vikram Singh ji, simple question to you. Today we are discussing Ajay Pal Sharma. On previous occasions, we have discussed other cops who have been very closely associated with political parties. Has that actually now become a problem? That you can't see IPS officers or, you know, the IPS cadre as independent from the political class? And is that unfortunate or not?
To your very simple, straightforward and honest question, it requires an honest answer. The ecosystem of policing and administration has changed drastically in the last 30 years. And to that, I would give the full credit to Mr. Faizan and his party. The entire deterioration of the standards started then, and now it has become almost assumed epidemic proportions. Why? I'll tell you how. Everybody was given and almost driven up to the wall, and then Mr. Faizan's party registered a case of murder against me. You know why? Because the terrorist died because of a heat stroke 3 years after my retirement, and they found that he was unfixable. Therefore, let us fix him now. But they were also withdrawing cases against the terrorists of Indian Mujahideen. It was only after the High Court gave them a dressing down that they came back to the senses. Ladke hai, ladkon se galti ho jati hai. Do you think for a moment any person who is upright would succumb to your, manipulations? They will not. But as Napoleon had said, in any organization, there'll be 1% people who are ever willing to succumb to any illegal and immoral orders, and that 1%.
No, Dr. Singh, my question wasn't that. My question was, are we living in times when, you know, civil servants, police officers need to be clear on what side they are on, which political side they are on, otherwise they won't survive? Is that the era we are living in?
There is only one side, and that is of the Constitution. Okay. We are supposed to be politically neutral. We belong to everyone and everyone belongs to us. No political party can claim a monopoly over the service. And if it does, that will be the darkest day of administration.
Okay. Dr. Vikram Singh, we'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much. Sanju, I'm out of time. Thank you very much. I know you want to respond. Arvind Banerjee, thank you for being with us. Faizan Kidwai, thank you for your time as well on the show. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, a quick break. There's more on the other side. Do stay with us.